right, I know nobody cares about this because this happened, I believe, 6 years ago now. Six, seven, no, 4? Yeah, almost 4 years ago now. But I still think about this day quite a lot, and it is what I wouldn't say it damaged my life. It definitely set me back from what I could achieve, but it's definitely not great. So I'm going to tell you why I got behind the scenes, essentially, of what happened that day. I got basically shunned out of high school. So I was friends with two people, and in the interest of keeping things smooth, um, in the interest of keeping things fairly fine, I guess, I am going to not say the names because they know who they are if they see this. I doubt that I doubt they are, but it doesn't matter. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to be looking at fairy timetables because I am going to college. Now, so basically, it all started around about November time, where just I was just hanging out, being friends with those two, and I noticed that they started hanging out with these two girls who were in S6, I believe, or S5, doesn't matter. Might mean S4 and sorry, S5 and S6, but again, doesn't matter. Basically, they were just hanging out with them, and I'd be like, "Hey, nice to meet you," and I'd just sit with them and talk to them and stuff. But I noticed after a while that they stopped basically being nice to me, and they started being a little bit cold. So essentially, they're like, "Hi," what, and just like looking at each other on the line, whatever. So I noticed this one day, and I'm like, "Is everything okay?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's fine." And obviously it's not, because who the fuck says that? So obviously I'm upset. So I go to my friends, my other friends in the time, because they were mutual friends with the two friends, and basically said, "Look, they're basically being mean to me because I don't know, I feel like they don't like me anymore." And he's like, "Oh no, it's fine. They're not being mean to you, I promise. I'll have a talk with them." Um, and then they go and they talk, I believe, and in English, Jessica says, "I need to I need to mute that. Oh, I'm so sorry." Um, she goes and says, "I'm sorry. Um, I need to speak to you about I need to speak to you about the other person because he's really annoying me. So I'll make a group chat tonight." And I was like, "Okay." Go home that night, see the group chat. One of them's made a whole list of things, calling me a narcissist, a sociopath. Don't care about myself. I use my autism to weaponize essentially. And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm waiting for the other one to make their response, which is just as long, if not longer, and even more fucking nasty. And afterwards, I was like, right then, piece by piece, dissecting everything they fucking said, and eventually just started saying like, "Oh my god, you always have the last word and stuff." And it's like, well, you can't expect me not to defend myself. You literally just sat there and called me all these fucking names, diagnosing me with disorders I don't fucking have. So that's why I was upset. So I was so upset that night. I was literally fucking raging. So I thought I'd get my leg back, Mean Girl style, and basically on my Snapchat story tell everybody everything about what they said. Now, in hindsight, I do realize this was really bad because turns out people don't like the insecurities being blasted on a public Snapchat story. My bad. But I still stand by everything I fucking said because they still said that. Even after all these years, I can really say they really still did that. And I know this is kind of tacky to say because people are like, why are you still thinking about this? This was like 4 years ago. Well, it's because like it basically really fucking damaged me because now I've got this crippling anxiety whenever I speak to anyone because it's like, well, if um if for 4 years these people were friends with me and I didn't actually like me and I didn't realize it, then who else is like that? And who else is keeping me around because they think I'm entertaining or something, but they actually really like me? So yeah, that's my problem. Pause this. Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, I now I've got this crippling anxiety because it's like, do I kind of trust these people? And now I can't really talk to people because it's like I don't want them to say anything that makes them upset. So this is why I'm still talking about it. I still think about it at night and even in day because it's like this really fucking affects me. I've gone to therapy about it multiple times, and I know what I did wrong. I'm really I feel like I'm awful for doing it, and I probably am. And basically that's, but yeah, but because everyone believed, um, just I almost said her name again, um, because everyone believed them and not me, if I just, I was like, well, I guess. So I had to leave because one part is because teachers were telling me I was going to fail everything, and another part of me was because obviously I was getting all this shit. Everything I get ever said about everybody, no, everything they said about everybody that I said on my Snapchat story has been true. I wish I had the screenshots to show you, but they deleted everything. But 4 years later, I still stand by what I fucking said. I said what I said, and it's not my fault that they're where they are now, okay? Like, yeah, I still think about this incident, and, I am really sorry about my Snapchat story. I do not know I guess, I don't know. I don't know what's fucking wrong with me, but yeah, I still stand by what I said. I don't care, and, oh God. But yeah, that's basically it. Um, no, I'm not making any of that shit up, and um, that's all I have to say on the matter, I guess. Um, but yeah, that's why I left, obviously, because I was being threatened, punched by. I don't care who's. I don't care who. Casey said she was gonna get her fucking boyfriend to punch me. I don't care. I'd love to see him fucking try. Honestly, I don't even think they're still together at that point. But it does. Yeah, it's just. She was so weird for that. But that's pretty much it.